How's it going today? Great to see all of you. I'm Kevin Harding. I'm with J-Rod. His name's actually Jesse Rodriguez, but he goes by J-Rod. And what we're going to do today is we're going to continue our social media online marketing training. And today we're going to focus a little bit more on Twitter and on hashtags and all the things Twitter does. So, and this can cross over to other social sites as well. It's not just about Twitter, but the same things will work in other sites as Facebook and Google Plus and stuff. But if this is your first time, guys, to a Hangout, it's great to have you. We are a social media company. We have basically a power posting platform that you can purchase or have a subscription to, a monthly subscription, which allows you to basically post to your different networks, to Facebook, to Twitter, to LinkedIn. It allows you to do it in so many different ways, which can help people who have a busy lifestyle, who just want to make sure and do it one time. Sit down, put all your posts for the week, and click go, and you're ready to go. It's done for you. Then, of course, you have to engage with people when they comment or like or reply on everything you do. But anyway, it's great to have you with us. Our products do so much more. I'm not going to go into detail. If you're here for the first time, somebody probably invited you. So after this Hangout, make sure you go and talk to them and discuss how you can be involved with Victory 100. But I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Jesse. Jesse's going to talk, like I said, about more about Twitter and about hashtags. And I can't wait. I know I'm going to learn something. I've got my pen, I've got my pad, and I'm going to take notes. I hope that you have your pen or pencil and you've got a piece of paper so you can take notes as well. This will be rebroadcasted. In fact, on the page that you're on right now, you can go back over the next week and watch this as well. It'll be up for a week, and then when we do our Hangout next Tuesday, the new Hangout will then override it. So, but again, lots of great information will be shared today. So get out your pen, get out your paper, and J-Rod, take it away.
All right. Hello, everyone. So the last couple of weeks we've been going over a lot of social media, and I feel like it's been going a lot of mostly just Facebook. We talked a lot about engagement, about posting, the visibility of your posts. So I was like, all right, we need to kind of get into a little bit of Facebook, Twitter, get out of Facebook, and focus more on the other social media platforms that obviously Victory 100 links to. So here quickly, I'm going to give a couple little things about Twitter. You might know them, you might not. It took me a while to really get into the Twitter thing. I was a really big Facebooker. I could do everything on Facebook, and then when I got to Twitter, I was like, oh man, how do you do this? How do you get your followers? What is retweeting, replying, mentions? So, I took a huge crash course in learning how to use Twitter. So today I'll just kind of go in a little bit of the ins and outs, and then we'll get into hashtags, which is the majority of what today's Hangout's going to be about. All right, so a couple of the ins and outs. Replies. Make sure you reply to people. You want to make sure when you tweet, you see somebody that tweeted something, you like what they posted, reply to them. Let them know. When you reply to somebody, not only do all the people that follow you see that reply, but the people that follow them will see that reply. So it's a good way to get your name out there and for people to see your content. They might like what you posted, they might agree with your view, and they have the ability to reply and mention you back in the post so you can create that conversation going. The next thing would be a mention. You want to make sure that you mention people. If I'm replying, thanks, Kevin, you're going to use the @ sign. That's the big thing in Twitter. So you're going to say, @ Kevin Harding, thank you for allowing me to do the Hangout today. It was a pleasure of being on the Hangout, talking back and forth with you. So use mentions. There's a tool on your homepage that allows you to view all your direct mentions. And these are people that mention you in their post that want to create a conversation with you. So make sure you look at that often to make sure that you're not missing somebody that wants to have a conversation and you miss that opportunity to communicate with them and build the relationship there. The third thing is a retweet, or RT. It's the same thing. It's another form of appreciation on Twitter. These are people that like the content that you posted, and they're going to retweet your comment so their people can see it. So it's a great way to show the people that follow you that you appreciate their content, that you like their content, and vice versa. So you want to make sure that you're doing both and that you build that relationship with your followers, that you retweet their stuff if they're retweeting yours, and then just piggyback off each other. That way both of you are constantly talking, sharing content, and once again you're getting the visibility from their followers as well as your followers. So retweet, and then every so often follow the people that follow you, and then if you follow people and they don't follow you, maybe every week, every other week, you want to go in and clean up your following. You want to make sure that the ratio is pretty good. You don't want to follow 10,000 people and 20 people only follow you. That doesn't really look great. People are kind of be like, why do I want to follow them if, they're following 10,000 people that don't want to follow them back? So, you want to clean it up and keep your ratio, somewhat similar. That way, it's a good following and following back on your profile. So, like I said, do that every week, every couple weeks. And when you get a follower, once again, mention them, retweet, make sure that you're, keeping up with your following and going back and forth. The biggest thing is hashtags. Like I said, this is what this Hangout is all about, is the hashtags. It's the standard way of using Twitter to discuss a topic. You can make a hashtag out of anything, everything. I mean, I guess you can use the entire content to make one hashtag, but we'll get into those rules in a little bit. All your characters and creating a hashtag. About hashtags is it creates a live chat at certain events about certain topics or anything. The biggest thing right now I've seen is a lot of people that are getting married having hashtags for the wedding. There'll be hashtag for so-and-so wedding, and they'll put their last names, they'll put Mr. and Mrs., whatever, but it's a hashtag, and they encourage people to take pictures, tweet what's going on. That way the couple afterwards can, on their honeymoon or whatever, they can click on the hashtag and it'll show them what all their friends were talking about at the wedding, and it'll show them pictures, show them videos that maybe they didn't see, just a different angle of the event and wedding itself. So, I mean, you can do it at weddings, concerts, festivals, anything. So you can create a hashtag of anything about an event that's popular. And then posting to a popular hashtag is another great way to get traffic to your website. It's a guarantee to get you plenty of exposure. They look at trending topics. Twitter has a trending hashtags, the top 20 hashtags that are, going on right now that people are talking about. Hashtag, you can use happy, and you'll find all the people, once you click on it, all the people that are happy. You can hashtag sad if you want to go that route. See all the people that are sad. Hashtag money, work, Monday blues. I mean, hashtag anything. You can click on it and see everybody that's talking about that topic. If you looked at our email that we sent out today, we had a couple hashtags for Google Hangout, social media. There was even a mention that Kevin mentioned me in the tweet. So those are ways to get traffic. I'm able to see all the people that follow Victory100 now saw my name. They can click on the tags and come back to the thing. So it all links together. So make sure you use them. Here are a couple rules for using hashtags. Rule number 1 is do not put too many words together for no reason. You don't want to hashtag Kevin and I are doing a training today at noon. I mean, that's just one huge hashtag. You do not want to do that. You can hashtag Google Hangout. You can hashtag training today, training, 1 to 2 words, maybe a small phrase, Monday blues, something similar like that. And on Twitter, if you start a hashtag, it kind of predicts the text. So you can see, okay, I'm going to be the only one hashtagging Victory100 training. So you kind of want to use a popular hashtag that's already created, already made, rather than creating your own that you're going to be the only one talking about it. So look for hashtags that other people have used and people click on and see. People want to click. people want to click something they can read. If they click your hashtag and there's nothing there, then they got nothing out of it because there's nothing exciting by clicking there. So click on something that or make a hashtag so when people click on something, it gives them plenty of people to read and look and see what's going on. Hashtags that have too many words, nobody's going to want to read it. It's hard to read 10 words together in one word because there's no spaces, there's nothing to identify what word is what and what you're actually trying to say. So keep them small, people will know what you're talking about, and people want to click on it if it's interesting. When you do put too many words together in a hashtag, it's a good way to start losing followers. So to create a good following, try not to put too many words together. Rule number 2 is don't use too many hashtags in a post. You don't want to overload a post with hashtags. You don't want to say, hashtag training, hashtag I'm drinking coffees, hashtag, 7 different hashtags to where people are going to basically lose focus at what you're really trying to talk about. You're going to have so many hashtags, nobody's going to know what you said besides your hashtag. So keep them small. Use maybe 2 to 3 max.
Hey, I'm going to interrupt you. We were going to show a video, but it's which one is it? It's the Jimmy Fallon and Justin Timberlake, and if you just Google hashtag with Jimmy Fallon and Justin Timberlake, you'll see it on YouTube. It's hilarious. J-Rod over here showed me it this morning, and it's funny. So if you've got the time, go check it out. It'll make you laugh.
And that's a great 2-minute video, and they're making fun of people who overuse hashtags because you'll just sit there and it gets annoying because it's hashtag this, hashtag, 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 and it's a good way to lose followers also. I mean, people want good content, so limit your hashtags in a post and people will click and continue to follow. And once again, you're trying to build up that reputation to where people want to read your content and know that, okay, let me see the next hashtag. So, make sure you limit them in your post. Another thing is do not continue using the same hashtag in every post. It's slightly acceptable if you have a brand, a slogan, or a band, but that's not one thing. It's one thing that, okay, this is all this person is talking about is this. I've seen some people constantly hashtag Victory100, 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 and that's great. You're putting our name out there, you're getting exposure, but once again, people are not going to be drawn to you because that's all you're talking about. So mix it up, talk about different things. It's not about just throwing your business at them, but let them come back to you and see what you're doing. So don't throw it at them, just slightly push it and let them come to you. So make sure you change up your hashtags, use different hashtags, and come up with new content all the time. And the last one, do not use hashtags. In other words, use hashtags. You want to use hashtags. You want to make sure that, that's what Twitter is. Twitter is not like Facebook where these people are your friends, they care about your personal life and all this. These people don't know you. These people basically just know the small little things that you throw out there. It's okay to throw in a personal tweet every now and again, but if it's mostly for business, following, and networking, you want to use stuff that people are going to want to read and click. So, hashtag a certain event, a certain thing of what you're doing, show your lifestyle, but use them. Make sure you use them and use them responsibly. Popular trending hashtags is a great way to do things. The conversation's already going. You don't have to work hard of, man, what am I going to think of a catchy hashtag that I can get a bunch of traffic? So look at the popular ones. Look at the trending ones. Use those and just join the conversations. Find people that you agree with, that share your same point of view. Today there was the popular trending is Dan Marino is suing the NFL. So I commented on it, and I followed a couple people. I retweeted to them about the conversation that we both agreed that it's, not a smart move or whatever, but follow those people, talk to them back and forth, follow them, they'll follow you, and that is how you continue building your following on Twitter. By doing so, the traffic, the views that's going to be coming to your page, that will draw back to your Victory 100, that will draw back to the business that you're promoting will be great. So make sure that you take advantage of the hashtags and Twitter and all the other things. If you don't know how to use Twitter, you could always ask. You know, we do the one-on-one training still. Google is a great tool. Go to Google, ask Google, how do I use Twitter? What can I do to Twitter? You know, just ask questions, read articles. There's plenty of information out there for you to become an expert. So the tools are there, and it's all there for you to build a network. So hopefully the Hangout today gave you some new information, new ideas and tips for you to build your network. And you know, I hope that you continue coming back, and we can always help you find new topics to learn.
Thanks, Jesse. We actually just uploaded a new infographic to your V-Success product. So go in there and check it out. It's all to do with hashtags and Twitter. So go check it out. It's a very informative, basically infographic for people who are just beginning with hashtags and Twitter. So go check that out. It's in your back office right now in your V-Success product. A couple notes I took, and you know, and this really is just common sense, really no-brainers, but sometimes we forget or we just don't do it. But when you make a post, make sure that, look, when you make a post, you're starting a conversation. So make sure you stay in that conversation. Don't make a post and then go back, you know, 2 or 3 days from now. That you're actually hurting yourself when you do that. When you make a post, make sure you keep your phone close by you, or if you're on the computer, that's fine. But when you make a post, you're making a comment or a statement that people are hopefully going to either reply or like, and when they do that, then you're there to comment back and keep the conversation going. The longer the conversation goes, the more people that are going to input and perhaps become a part of that conversation as well, and that's what you want. Also, when you make a post, don't just post to post. That can hurt your online presence as well. When you make a post, you either it needs to be interesting, maybe thought-provoking, funny. It has to have some sort of value to somebody. So it needs to be valuable or, you know, informative to people. Whether it's the weather, whether it's, you know, whatever it might be about, it needs to be valuable in some way, or people aren't going to like it. They're not going to comment on it, and then eventually they're not going to see it anymore because your posting influence is going to get weaker, and less people will see what you're trying to say on Facebook or any social network. So just a couple points there. A couple other things. Video contest still going on through the end of June. So make sure you are going to be a part of the $1 million giveaway. We want to give you your piece of the $1 million. So go check that out. It's on the footer, so if you go to Victory100.com, go all the way to the bottom, you're going to see a link taking you to that. It's also got the flyer in your back office as well on the dashboard, so check that out. Video contest. We've got our winners. We're going to announce them on Thursday. We're going to post it to Facebook. We're going to post it onto Twitter and Google+. We're also going to email all of our members winners of the video contest. So be watching for that on Thursday. And there was one other thing I wanted to mention. I can't think of it at the moment. Maybe I got everything, guys. Hey, we appreciate you being here with us today. What time is it? 12:20. We normally try and keep our hangouts to between 20 and 30 minutes, so we don't want to take too much of your day. But the 20 or 30 minutes that we do spend with you, we want them to be valuable. We want you to learn something so you can go out now and put it to practice. Get out there and some of the things that Jesse said, hopefully took some notes, and put them to practice today. What you will find is that your online presence and your influence will grow. You will have more followers. You will have more comments, and more people will start to see your information, your valuable information, your funny information, your informative information that you're putting out there for people. So get in the conversation. Get into somebody else's conversation. Start your own conversation and stay in it. Guys, we appreciate your time. Have a great week, and we'll see you at the same time, same place next Tuesday.